right? And so when you're seeing that in your life, there's some areas of your life that's not making sense. There's some areas of your life that looks like bondage and people. It's really because we're coming from a place of ignorance about the power of fasting. And I believe that is why. And so you always want to be in a place of God, give me an understanding, give me an they agree, right? So in order for you to walk in sync with God, you have to be in the place of agreement. And so do I need to start calling on you to show up right now? Because fasting says, maybe I don't understand. I'm in this situation. Now, I'm not saying that, we'll figure this out. You don't recognize that this is an expectation to grow in your spiritual walk. That even as
I got a word from God yesterday. And last night, and I've been working so hard mentally. I've been working really hard mentally to get these goals accomplished in like a certain amount of time because I got things I'm trying to do. And so certain things, I'm like, how am I going to do it? 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 How am I? And I got this message from God to just stop. Right now is the time for me to just stop and listen and be quiet and be still. And yeah, this is day 3. So today is day 5 of my fast, and it is currently 11:15 p.m. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be vlogging this, but you knew. The energy. Okay, so let's go back to day 3 since I started at day 2. Day 3 was Saturday, and I had to work Saturday. So I got up, I got my strength together, and that morning I went to Whole Foods to get me a coconut water because I was like, God told me I need a little bit of energy to be working. So I went and got me a coconut water, drank that, and it instantly gave me the energy that I needed to have my whole day at work. And by work I mean I'm a hairstylist, so I had a busy day that day. And let's see, I went home and I just laid down because I think I had used all the energy up that I had left in my body. Yesterday, which was day 4, I could barely get up. Yeah, I think I woke up around like 11 a.m., maybe 12. My sleeping has been so off. Like I wake up in the middle of the night, maybe around 3, and I'll be up until like 7, 6, and I'll go back to sleep because I didn't have to work yesterday, so I would just allow myself to rest. I had some things written down that I really wanted to accomplish as far as around the house, but I don't know. My body is just like, girl, you need to rest. So I'm listening to it. So yeah, let me tell you about yesterday, which was day 4. I went and I was just weak. I mean, weak, y'all. Like in headache and heavy. I felt heavy, weak. I laid here until about 2 o'clock. I laid right here on this couch. Even though I woke up, I lay here and I started listening to Faith. I was listening to Faith messages and just different people fasting. That has really gotten me through, y'all. Me listening to other people talk about their fast has been the catalyst because nobody knows that I'm fasting. Nobody knows. Even my daughter, I don't really think she knows. So yeah, nobody knows. So I'm just basically doing this all by myself. So I need that word to carry me. So it's been very fulfilling, like me reading the Bible and praying, and I did a little bit of yoga, not too much. Like I said, my energy has just been so low, and but I did that, and I haven't been watching any TV, y'all, and I haven't been on social media. So I've been just basically focusing on praying, reading my Bible, and listening to faith messages. So during that time, I woke up, listening to my stuff, reading my Bible, and I just felt terrible. And I said, I need to get up. And it took me everything in my power to get up. I did do yoga, and yoga really, really helped me gain enough energy to like move the energy through my body as I prayed, because I was praying that God would give me the strength to move and give me the strength to get up. And so as I was doing yoga, those were the intentions that I set for my practice. And it was just very light. It was more so like a yin yoga, and I just was like feeling my breath move through my body. And that really, really helped me boost me enough energy so I could go to the grocery store to go grab me some more coconut waters, because those have really been helping me to stay hydrated, because I've been drinking water, but for some reason the water is not enough as far as me just working. Like if I could just sit here and lay here and not have to do, but me physically having to work, I have to have some sort of energy. And so I was like, okay, I need to go get me some more of those waters to give me the boost so I can get up. And like I said, did yoga, got up and went to the store. And one thing I did before I went to the store, I said, I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna get dressed, because I don't want to walk around making God look like I'm being sucked dry. Like my prayer has been, one of my biggest prayers has been me saying, like anytime I'm thinking about food, I come back with the message to myself, like God is my food. God is everything I need. God is my nourishment. And me having to cook for my daughter, I'm like, oh, it smells so good, but God is my potatoes, or God is my like everything. Anything that I'm craving, I replace it with God, and it's so soothing to me. It's really helped me. So that's something I've been really using. And so I say all that to say is when I went to the grocery store, I'm not about to walk around making God look like I'm being sucked dry and I don't have no energy. I said, I'm going to get dressed. So I got dressed a little bit, and, I put a little effort into my outfit to go to the grocery store. And this lady was like, oh, you look so bright. I had on a yellow coat. And that made me feel good, because I want God to look good during this process. I don't want it to be walking around looking sad and dry and sunk in or nothing like that. And so, so I got home yesterday, drunk my water. Actually, I was drinking that water in the car. And y'all, I sat in the car for a little bit, was listening to some more sermons. And y'all, my stomach, like I said, this is the 4th day. My stomach started like doing something. So I was like, ooh, it's time. Now, this might be a lot of information, but this is really good for you to know if this is something that you're doing. I had a bowel movement, y'all, and it just made me feel so much better. And it was a lot. Like, I haven't ate in 4 days, and the bowel movement was a lot. And it was a very peculiar color. It felt like once it came out, I felt relieved. I felt like the heaviness that I had, like felt like the energy that was taking away my energy, I felt like that had lifted off of me some. And then I also felt like I just felt relieved. I felt cleaner on the inside, and I felt lighter. And my head wasn't hurting as much. But my head wasn't really hurting, but I just felt this heaviness. But removing that from my body, it just made me feel so much better. I just had a boost of energy right after I did that. Today, which is day 5, I woke up this morning and I had clients today. And I was like, ooh, I was tired again. And I didn't wake up until like 9, I'm sorry. I woke up about 8:30, and my clients was coming at like 10:45. So I had a little time to get ready, because y'all, it's taking me longer to get ready in the morning because I don't have that quick. I need to have time to just get up and kind of sit down and rest in between, because I moving fast, you may not have the energy to move really fast. So I've been taking my time, waking up in the morning, actually getting up and getting dressed, taking my time, y'all. And so I went to work today. I had my coconut water and I had regular water, and I've also been taking vitamins because I do have a vitamin deficiency, an iron deficiency. So I've been taking my iron medicine, my iron vitamins, and I took a CMOS vitamin as well. So I took those, so just in case I'm being depleted more. I don't want to be depleted any more than what I am. Get to work and I was blow drying one of my clients' hair, and y'all, I just felt I had to take a few moments to just breathe and ask God to give me the energy and the strength I needed to finish that blow dry, because I started to feel a little lightheaded and I started to feel weak, like my arms were just like giving out on me. And so I took a moment, I took a step back, I walked out, I sat down, and I prayed, for God's strength to come over me while I did her hair. Took some deep breaths and just got into my breathing, and my ears were popping a lot. So during those times my ears were popping, I was maybe telling my breathing and telling myself that that was just God that was communicating with me. So it really kept me in the moment, although it was very uncomfortable, and I was like, "Ooh, I hope I don't pass out doing her hair." But it definitely kept me in the moment with the Lord, just breathing and relying on God for all the strength. Like, literally, it was not me. And when I came back, I felt I had the strength to finish her hair. Like, I had the strength, and it just made me feel so good, because I knew that was the strength of the Lord. I knew it was. And so finished up my day, and by the time I got home, I was on this couch again. Just on this couch. And then I took me a long bath. I took me about an hour bath, and that has really helped. Lord, listening to my sermons, reading my Bible, and writing in my journal. And yeah, so that's where I am, and I'm back on the couch. So yeah, y'all, that is day 5. Day 8. Let me tell you about day 6 and day 7. I didn't record those days. However, I got a little story for y'all for day 6. Day 6 was tough. Day 7 was tough. Day 6, I got into watching videos about people cooking, and I was just obsessed. Okay, so I have a daughter, and I still have to feed her. So I get into looking at these videos about these different recipes, and it's all things that I want. Everything is stuff that I want. She is simple. I'm like, oh, we need to try this first. We need to try this. We need to try that. that's how hungry I am. I'm like trying to eat through my daughter. So I went and bought all these groceries, knowing that I have a picky eating child, and bought all these groceries to make this dish. And the dish was just, I wanted to taste it so bad. I'm not gonna lie, I did lick it to get a little flavor, but I didn't eat anything. I just licked it. And so when she ate it, she was like, yeah, I don't want this. I just want my regular stuff. So I did all this. I done sat up and watched food videos for over 2-3 hours. And you know what? It's interesting because I'm normally a pretty healthy eater. I was watching videos on stuff like comfort food, junk food, nachos, chili cheese fries. Like, I was watching stuff like that, stuff that's not healthy, and I'm like, what's going on with me? Because I normally don't even be into like a lot of comfort food. So I knew that it was the attacks from the enemy. So it was tough, but I withstood it. And I cooked all this food and she didn't eat it. I actually made a broccoli and cheddar casserole. And I mean, it's not that bad, but she was like, I don't want that. And plus I wasn't able to like fully taste it to see the consistency of everything. So I was okay with her not eating it. So I ended up taking yesterday. That was the day before yesterday, which was, let's see, today is Thursday. So that was on Tuesday. Yesterday, which was Wednesday, I ended up packing all that food up that I had left over because I realized that she wasn't going to eat it. I wasn't going to eat it. And it was a lot of food. I packed it up and I gave it out to people. So I just realized, okay, you cannot go on these sites looking up all these different recipes because you're not eating them. And I cannot eat through my daughter. So yesterday I ended up watching more food videos, and this time the videos were terrible. It was about people trying different things at fast food restaurants, and I'm not a fast food restaurant type of girl. I'm not a Taco Bell, Wendy's, McDonald's. I binge watch shorts on YouTube of a couple eating and trying different foods. And when I say the food looked so good, and I am not a McDonald's person, so I was like, what is going on? This is crazy, because it has to be, the spiritual warfare that's going on in my mind. And I actually watched it for like 3 hours. Okay, I went to bed and I had this weird dream about all that junk food. And then I had this vision of my mind being clouded. And like I feel like I was losing sight. And if I lose sight, then I would lose out on God, or I would be distracted or take my eye off God if I keep watching those videos, because they really like made me kind of forget about this fast. They didn't make me forget enough for me to actually eat, but it was a lot of like, well, you did 7 days, where like I just started making excuses and just forgetting the goal. Basically, my mind was really, really trying to get me away from it. So this morning I woke up and I just, the videos, the food, everything kept playing over and over into my mind, where I felt like I was unable to hear God for a second. And I actually ended up turning on a sermon, which helped me out. And I deleted off my phone because food just kept popping up, and I just kept watching it. It's like the temptation was so hard, so I decided to just delete it off my phone. And ever since that, today, I've been feeling so much better. I've actually I'm actually sitting in my car right now reading my Bible. I'm at the grocery store because I'm going to have to get some more water. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to get some more water. I think I am going to start doing some teas though, like some herbal teas. I'm just asking God for permission for that, to make sure that that's okay. My mind sat here was trying to figure out, should I start doing my juice? Should I start juicing? And then God told me no, to just wait, just do water. And I'm thinking herbs as well. And when I say herbs, I take I do burdock root, I do chickweed and rose. I do clove, rose, red clover. I think that's what it's called. So I do that in my tea and with some water and ginger. And I was thinking about just incorporating that into my into everything, just to help me to stop with the cravings. So yes, peace. Day 8.
I think it is, Jack. I think, whenever I do a fast, like we're going into this time, this is 21 days that I am going to set away certain TV shows or TV at all. I might only read the Bible. I might fast from...
The focus should be on spiritual things. And it reminds me of the scripture that says, if you walk in the spirit, you won't.
And usually when I'm edgy on the passion, other drivers, and I remember sitting there thinking, like, much less on that. That was just totally
supposed to be about how you, because that fast to me is about, and we can go through the Bible. I would encourage people to, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I think the flesh is a slave. Galatians 6:8. This is
infinity. Honestly crafted to serve. Introducing the all-new.
Chapter 12, watch this. What does the Bible say about fast? Verse number.
Hey, welcome to day 12, and so let me just get you caught up, because I had been recording a few days. So the past 2-3 days, I've been sucked into TikTok watching food videos, and not just any food videos. I mean big back food videos. Oh my goodness, food videos of like people eating stuff that I do not normally eat. Yesterday was just I worked most of the day yesterday, and then when I got home I was so tired. My body was just like and so I spent the rest of the day watching TikToks, because I ended up deleting YouTube from my phone, because that's the same thing I was doing on my I was watching too many videos, and I just didn't have the strength to not watch them, so I had to delete it. So this morning I ended up deleting TikTok as well. I'm normally not a TikTok person, but that's the only thing that I had, so my flesh was like, yeah, so you still got this, so that had to go. Today I feel good. I don't feel hungry. A little thirsty. I ain't gonna lie, I got water at my studio, but I forgot my coconut water. The coconut water has really helped me as far as keeping me full. I don't know if it's the coconut water or the Lord, but all of it has helped me, because sometimes I get hungry, but it's not like that hangry, that growling stomach where you have a headache. I'm not feeling like that. Sometimes I just kind of get a little spurt of hungry. So yesterday I planned on doing so many things, yet I sat for maybe about 6 hours just watching food videos and mukbangs. So yeah, I can't do that anymore. Today is day 12, 40-day liquids only, and I feel amazing. I'm kind of grateful for how I look as well. I thought I was gonna be looking like a dried up prune, but God has really gave me grace and grace in that way, and I'm really walking with my mindset on like, yeah, God, I'm being fed with the word, I'm being fed with the Lord. So I need to walk and I need to act like I need to dress like it. I got me some new clothes, so I'm just basically making sure I stay together. I stay putting myself together because I want to represent God in the right way. Yesterday I got to Exodus in my Bible. I've been reading my Bible, and my goal was to finish the whole Bible before the 40 days, but yeah, I could have spent the 5 hours yesterday. I could have spent that on reading the Bible. So that's why I say that was a distraction for me yesterday. I didn't fall. I didn't let go of the Lord's hand. I didn't let go. However, my mind did get kind of distracted for a little bit. I have this vision of this whole journey, the spiritual vision of this. And okay, this may sound interesting. Okay, but just hear me out. Okay, so you know how you got Jesus, right? And so I see Jesus carrying me like he carried the cross up a steep, very, very steep hill. Not a steep hill, but a steep mountain. Like a steep, very steep slope going straight up. Something that I could not do by myself. Something that I would have fell off. All these things that I just possibly can't do by myself. Humanly possible. And then I see these, I see these figures just surrounded around me as Jesus pulls me up this steep cliff, this steep mountain. And for me, I just got to keep my eye on Jesus as we elevate. And I feel like the distractions is those spirits that's around that's trying to get me to let go. Trying to get me to let go of God's hand so I can fall. So that's the vision that I have of this whole journey. Even from the beginning, the vision starts where like you're in a valley. And you're in a valley with a whole bunch of people, with different people, and you have different spirits mixed in with those people. That people hitting up against mountains, hitting up against walls through the valleys to try to find their way. Everybody's just trying to find their way. But when I embarked on this 40-day fast, that's when Jesus was able to take me up like he took up the cross. And the discipline is me keeping my eye focused on the Lord while the distractions are around me. And yesterday with me watching all of those videos, I felt like God still had my hand, like I still had my grip on the Lord because I didn't break my fast. I still had my grip. However, the enemy did cover me with a lot of the like smoke. If you could visualize it, let's say it's like smoke, or not smoke, but like these little stars, and like, or I don't know, just kind of like just cover you with things where you kind of lose your vision. And if you lose your vision too much, you may fall. You may get this. You may fall. You may let go. And that's how I feel like the enemy was trying to do with me watching them videos. So yeah, that TikTok had to go. I see why they say no social media during this, because it's very, very tempting. It can really, really like kind of like stir your focus away. Even if you don't mean to, because y'all, the flesh can be so weak. So just to make it easier for yourself, just delete it. Yeah, so that's where I am. I can't believe I'm at day 12. I'm almost at 14 days, y'all. And I've been getting so many different revelations. I feel good. I don't feel, my energy level feels pretty good. It's when I start working, when I start feeling something. My ears start popping. I start feeling like my back hurt, my body just ache when I actually start working. But other than that, I be feeling okay. I be feeling good. And the yoga has really, really helped. I've actually come up with some ideas for that. And I'm like, wow, this whole journey has really been so interesting, because I feel like it's leading me in a direction that I didn't even realize I was going to be going, because I had all these goals and I had all these plans, and my mind was one way, but now everything's just shifting before my very eyes. And even the things I wanted to do, all the planning that I did, it's things that are starting to shift, because the stuff that I used to care about, I don't care about anymore. The things, and there is good stuff. It's good stuff that I don't care about. You know, this journey could be. At first, I was feeling, before I started this fast, I was feeling a little bit lonely. I felt lonely. I have my daughter, I have a dog, my family, friends, but y'all, I felt so lonely. So, and I think that's why that was the main reason why I started this fast, because I was starting to feel very lonely, and I didn't realize how and why, like to the point where I was filling my time with distractions that I didn't, even giving people time that I wouldn't, that's not it for me, basically. And I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I gotta do something about this. Like I hit a wall, and I basically didn't have nowhere to go around this wall, and I feel like the fast was like the only thing that I had to do. And ever since I've been doing this, y'all, I've been feeling more fulfilled as far as not feeling alone. Like I could be alone, but I don't feel alone. It is so interesting how just fasting can make you feel fulfilled. Reading my Bible, like all of those things has really helped me make me feel fulfilled and at peace, and just maybe I'm at peace because I don't have any energy to not be at peace. Not having a whole bunch of energy to spare it can be a good thing, because you're not gonna be like, I'm not so tempted to use my energy on things that don't make sense. Like I'm in the preserve your energy type of, like, my body and my mind naturally has been preserving my energy. So yes, this is day 12, and I'm on my way to work. Hey y'all, so today is day 16, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm hungry, but I got my coconut water and I got my water. So let me just catch you up on the past maybe 2 or 3 days. I've just been going out about my life per usual. I've been really into the word, y'all. Like I've really had to feed off of the word, because they say it get easier. For me, it hasn't gotten any easier. Maybe because I just started my cycle today. It just took me forever to get up this morning to come. I'm on my way to a conference now, and it was just so tough for me to get up. Last night I just laid around. I feel like doing this fast, you really, really need your rest. You cannot operate at the same capacity as your normal lifestyle when you're doing this type of fast. You really have to take time to take a rest, and you have to be okay with it, because there are so many things that I'm like, oh, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, I could be doing this, but at the same time I have to have mercy and grace on myself, because this is a lot, and I really had to preserve my energy. And I worked yesterday and ran around, did some things for my daughter. So I've really been working on being patient with myself and allowing myself to rest. So that's something that I've really learned so far with this with this fast. Also, last night I had a breakthrough, kind of, sort of. I realized that in my past, I've been subjected to rejection a lot. Rejection from my parents. I felt rejected from my parents. I felt rejected from, like, my relationships my early relationships that I got in. And y'all, I broke down last night. This all came from me watching people on YouTube watching their testimonies about them fasting. But really, it was people who was doing a Daniel fast. But watching those testimonies, I came upon this one YouTuber who was telling her story about feeling rejected, and I just realized how much that resonated with me, and how that's the frequency I've been on, is rejection, or thinking that I'm not good enough, or feeling like I'm not good enough. And that was a really enlightening moment that I had last night. When I say cry, but then I thought about it, and I felt secure. I felt secure in the Lord, and I felt like God didn't reject me. Like, I felt like God has me. I feel like God is providing for me. God is listening to me. God is there for me, because if it wasn't for the Lord, I would not have gotten this far into this fast, y'all. I would have not, because literally my flesh has not stopped speaking to me about everything. Like, oh, you want this, you want that, you want to give up, why don't you just give up? And what I've been saying to myself is, God is whatever I'm craving. I'm like, God is that for me. God is that for me. The Word is that for me. You know, so Jesus is carrying me up this steep hill or steep mountain, and I just feel like I would have not been able to get this far without God. And so that it just made me feel like I am worthy, at least for God. You know, I'm worthy enough for Jesus. I'm worthy enough to be loved by God. So, you know, that's enough for me. And I felt relieved. After that. I felt like I don't have to look for love and exception or anything like that from anybody else, because I already have it. I'm already accepted. I'm already loved. I'm already protected and provided for. I feel like I have all of that. And like I said, this is day 17 in the fast. So I'm so grateful that God was able to show me that I can find my worth and my value in Him. So yeah, that's where I am, y'all. I'm actually, when I read the Bible, how I've been reading the Bible, I started this whole thing just reading just reading Genesis from page 1 and just up. And so that's basically how I'm reading. I'm just reading. I'm not reading any particular verses for a fast. I'm just reading through the Bible. And I'm currently in Exodus right now. And it is basically telling me the words that the revelation that I've gotten in these past few days from what I've been reading in Exodus is that during my time in this 40-day of me being in the wilderness with the Lord, God is giving me, God is preparing me, and it's giving me instructions on what to do and how to build His kingdom within my lifestyle. So that's what I'm feeling like Moses went up the mountain to speak to the Lord for 40 days, and how the Lord is giving Moses the instructions on building the tabernacle. That's how I feel like. That's what I feel like God is doing for me, and it's so amazing how what I'm reading is lining up to what the words that I need to hear from God. Everything is lining up. Everything is right where it's supposed to be. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And that makes me feel so secure. Like, I feel at peace. I don't feel rushed. I don't feel late. I don't feel anything. I feel like I'm just moving with the flow. And I'm totally dependent on the Lord. I'm totally dependent on God. For the first time, I feel like I can just relax in God's bosom. So yeah, I hope this conference is very enlightening to add to what I have going on. It's actually a business conference, so we'll see. I might bring y'all along with me to see a little bit. However, if not, keep y'all posted. Day 17 of just water and occasionally tea, but mostly just water. Hey y'all, I got a little update. Sorry, I look how I feel, okay? I just look like how I feel. I started my cycle maybe 2 days ago. By the way, today is day 19. Praise the Lord. It's almost 21 days. Because after 21 days, I start my juicing. So, yeah, I'm excited about that because me starting my cycle has really depleted my energy, y'all. I mean, I already had a little bit of low iron, but this has to be one of the worst cycles I've had in a while. And I'm like, why this time? Why am I having this type of cycle this time? So, yep, I'm fighting this last 3 days because I'm gonna be doing me some juices that have beets, leafy greens. I'm gonna be like amping up on those, y'all, to get my energy back because I ain't gonna lie, I'm just completely depleted. I feel completely depleted. I was doing hair today, and I'm so grateful that I had 2 clients today because I don't know if I would have been able to stand more than that. I had to keep taking breaks. I kept getting lightheaded, cold. When I say I've been so cold, and I can't tell if it's cold in the house or is it just me, my hands, my feet. And those are all signs of the anemia. So yeah, I'm gonna have to really like put back in my system. I'm also gonna incorporate protein powder as well with like almond milk or some kind of oat milk or something like that to get my protein back because yeah, I need to be able to work, but I'm still gonna be on the no food liquid fast for another 20 days, and that's gonna equal out to our 40 days. Well, really 41 days. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's just an update. Day 19. Yesterday was about how I am today. just laying around because my cycle is just taking me out, y'all. So, but I'm making it. We're making it happen, piece by piece. Hey y'all, guess what? Today is 21 days. Woo! 21 days, y'all. I have not ate in 21 days. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, I made some greens for my daughter, and I did have a sip of the pot liquor, like the juice from the greens, because I was feeling low. When I say low, I mean like low to the flow. One second. Yeah, so I'm here at the juice. So, okay, you remember I told y'all that I was gonna do, I'm still gonna do my 40 days. It's 21 days. But now I'm gonna start incorporating juices. I've already been doing teas, but I'm gonna be incorporating more juices and nut milks and protein powder into my nut milks and stuff like that. I'm gonna be incorporating those into my fast now, so I can start building my body back up. So I'm so excited. 21 days, y'all. I did it. God did it. We did it. I'm so grateful. Hi. I think I'm gonna do this one. Oh, 24. Ooh, this is good. What's this?
Apple, kale.
Apple, cucumber, just kale.
This is different.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the coconut milk. It has young Thai coconut, water, coconut meat, and hemp seeds. Y'all wanna see me take my first drink? Okay. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel so satisfied after having that coconut milk. Now I'm just sitting outside in the car to get me some vitamin D. I'm gonna, because in my house, how the sun is positioned, the sun is not shining inside the house yet. So I'm just sitting out here in the heated car. It feels so good. I feel so good. I just feel very accomplished, even though I did drink that green the green juice yesterday before the 21 days. I still feel good. I had tea probably about 6 times during the first during the 20 sorry y'all, if y'all can't see me. I had tea about 6 or 7 times. Not many, because when I would drink tea, I would get really full so fast. It was so weird. Or it will tear my stomach up, like just completely tear it up. And y'all, out there, I had with the green juice that I had, the collard green juice. I had no greens in it, so I didn't chew. I still didn't chew anything. It was just only the juice from the greens, and it was so satisfying. But y'all, it had me like, 20 minutes later after I drunk it, it had me on the toilet, just using the bathroom. And my use the bathroom lately has only been liquid. It's only been liquid. But when I was drinking that tea and drinking that wormwood in it, I don't know where the stuff was coming from, but it was a little bit left in me. But I think it's all gone now. Well, so far. So it's been 21 days of me not eating, and I think I've completely flushed my system. I don't know, because like I said, yesterday was just all liquid. That's it. How do I feel? I feel full after having that one drink. I feel full, I feel satisfied, I feel energized, I feel, well, actually I do feel like I could take a nap, but I don't feel just no energy, because that's how I've been feeling for a few days. And like I said, it was probably because I had my cycle, and so now I'm just trying to gain everything back. But y'all, I made it. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie. This has been the toughest thing. And yesterday I kind of got a little discouraged with myself for drinking that the green juice. But I told myself, you know, it's okay that I wasn't completely perfect. I didn't do all water. And me having to cook food for her, and deny my flesh. When we sat down and watched a movie with the popcorn, I've had to deny my flesh. Like the ways I've had to deny my flesh in this whole journey. Me going to that conference, me just the everyday things. You know, I need to give myself some grace. There it is. That's the word, grace. Because this was not easy. Not eating any food for 21 days was not easy. Nobody knows about this fast, y'all. Not one person. Not even my daughter. My daughter knows that I've been talking about, like, I've been looking at fasting videos, but she doesn't really know that I'm fasting or what I'm fasting from. So yeah, this is something that's only in between me and God and this camera right now. So when you all see it, this is gonna be the first time I've told it'll probably be the first time I even speak about it to anybody. But yeah, I haven't talked about this fast to nobody, so nobody knows what I've been going through. So I've been documenting all of these things just between me, this phone, and God. And so I suggest when you do your fast, you do the same. Don't go telling everybody. And honestly, I think that's what has helped me to get this far, is me not telling anybody, because I don't have anybody discouraging me, saying, oh, I could never do that, or saying, oh, how do you do that, or you look skinny. And honestly, I haven't even been around family. I haven't really been around anybody that will judge me on how I look, because I do look different. My face is, I could tell with my face, I could tell with my body, definitely tell with my body. But I've been wearing, thankfully it's cold, it's winter time, so I've been layering it up, and I've been wearing like bigger clothes, so that that way you can't see my figure. And then, like I said, I haven't seen any family during this time. My family will notice, and they will say something. So I just been talking to them on the phone. But yeah, only person in my family has seen me is my daughter. Even my friends, I haven't seen my friends, which they don't live here anyway. But yeah, so this is all kept a secret, just between me and God, and I'm loving it. I love this. So this is me and God's thing. Yeah, so this might, like I said, this might be the last video for this first portion of the fast, and then the second portion I have a separate video. But yeah, make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first fasting video. This is my first personal video of my spirituality and the journey that I'm on spiritually. And if you would like to take this journey with me, keep on following me. Push the notification bell so that you can get the next video of me posting, of me updating you on my 21 to the 40-day fast. And we're gonna go from there. I'm also gonna start, and we're gonna go from there. So make sure you all also check out some of the yoga videos that yoga videos for me building up my muscles and building back my body. And if you have any suggestions or any questions, or if you are fasting, let me know in the comments. You can ask me anything, ask me any experience, or if you just want some advice on fasting, feel free to comment and reach out to me and let me know what's up. So yeah, on that note, y'all, peace. Thank you. I look forward to seeing y'all back on another video.